So our next topic deals with Timothy Bradley, brought to you by the boxing scene. And he's calling for the father and son duo of Teofimo Lopez to be banned from boxing. What?
What? What?
This was published on Thursday, January 29th. And so he said, father and son partnership in boxing should be outlawed, according to Timothy Bradley Jr. The former two-division titleist and recent inductee to the International Boxing Hall of Fame recently spoke out against father and son pairings in the sport, calling them horrible. Boxing is full of fathers who act as the head trainer for their sons. That fraternity includes Vasily Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Danny Garcia, and Jaron Ennis, just to name a few. However, boxing has a long history of father-son relationships imploding, as was the case with Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, and Floyd Mayweather. Bradley took issue with the father and son relationships tend to deteriorate in boxing and how the fathers may not always have their son's best interests in mind. For Bradley, a father can be involved in his son's career, just not as the head trainer. It just needs to be banned, Bradley said on the 3 knockdown rule. I think boxing needs to ban father and son partnerships. Ban it. Your father cannot be your trainer. He cannot be in your corner, whatever, but he cannot be your trainer. I think it should be banned, honestly, man. You just said it right there, man. The relationship between a father and son is horrible. And when they get into these tough matches, you see these fathers not stepping in and stopping the fights, letting the fight go on too late. And then, financially, I don't even want to go down that road. I'll go down that road another time with you guys as far as fighters being in possession of their fathers and so on and so forth. That sucks, man. Bradley cited his own father as a model for other fighters. While his father introduced him to boxing, the key to their relationship, Bradley said, was that his father never acted as his chief trainer during his professional career. Damn. What do you think?
Ooh, when they get into these tough matches, you see these fathers not stepping in and stopping fights, letting the fights go on too late, and financially, I don't even want to go down that road. Okay. Um, as the head trainer. So he means that's just to reiterate, that's different from having your father being in the corner during your fight. Is that what he's trying to get at?
I think what he's getting at is having your father as your trainer throughout your entire career. Um,
Mm.
your father, he can be in your corner or whatever, but he cannot be your trainer, is what he said.
Um, sure, but that what he said here, um, when the father is not stepping in and stopping fights or letting it all go on too late, that could happen with anybody though. That's happened with people whose trainers are not their fathers in even in other sports like the UFC. A good example would be like Glover Teixeira versus Anthony Smith. That's a fight that I watched not too long ago, and dude, Anthony Smith lost some teeth in that. By the way, that was a he got hit so hard with uppercuts from Glover Teixeira, but that dude was not even his dad. Like that was just his trainer, and they people say that fight went on too long. So I don't know where Timothy Bradley is coming from in that sense. Sometimes the your trainer who knows you the most is your dad, dude, and you can see that there are a lot of fighters even in this article that, to name a few, like Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko, like how high level those people are, and their fathers are their trainers. I don't know where they're coming from. Like I'm pretty sure it's just the trainer in general uh is responsible for making sure that their fighter doesn't fight above their means and like not get hurt too much. That's just any trainer. It doesn't have to be their father. And if anything, I would say I would disagree and say that the father knows more on when or when not to take their son out. Um so yeah, like these are like really high level people, especially Teofimo too. I mean, like I mean, yeah, you can make that case for Teofimo's father because he doesn't give the best advice, but hey, maybe it could be code word. We've seen it. He says just figure him out, and Figure just knows what that Teofimo just knows what that means for some reason. I don't know. Devin Haney, same thing. Vasily Lomachenko, they all just know their fighters more than other trainers do, and they've done it since they were young. There's a lot more that goes into it. So that's what I think about this. This is kind of a weird take on it. So what do you think, Mark? What do you think of this take from Timothy Bradley?
I think he's just lashing out towards Tio,
Mm.
because both Tio and his father have been like particularly attacking, Timothy Bradley is, and Timothy Bradley does take personal vendettas against fighters that, tell him he sucks, he's biased, whatever it might be. He does take personal vendetta against them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I honestly don't see anything wrong with having father-son partnerships in boxing. I mean,
Me
granted,
neither.
granted, it's gonna go bad because sometimes it blurs the line between professional and personal, and because he's your father at the end of the day, and sometimes the style he's teaching you might not work anymore, so you just
Mm-hmm.
cut ties. That might muddy the relationship, but at the end of the day, he's still your dad. And to ban it, man, that's a rough thing. Yeah, I don't see a reason why to ban it. He says, and he quotes that when they get into tough matches, you see these fathers not stepping in and stopping fights. I mean, Sean Porter and his father, Kenny Porter, Sean Porter's father stopped the fight, in my opinion, a little too early. Sean Porter still had some dog in him to continue on and finish the fight strong, but Kenny Porter cut the fight a little too early, you know. Um, but once again, I think Timothy Bradley's just coming from a place of personal attacks against, particular father son duo. Because I don't see that with Devin Haney. I don't see that with Vasily Lomachenko, Danny Garcia. I don't see that with Jaron Ennis. I only see it with Teofimo Lopez, where I think he's trying to attack that one particular person. And you know what, Timothy Bradley, if you have like some ish to say it with your chest out and be like, I think Teofimo and his father needs to be banned from boxing.
Well, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. He just said figure him out and it worked. Maybe that's a Tio thing.
Yeah, but again, like
I don't know.
Floyd's dad used to say "bing bing bong," and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And Floyd knows what the hell that means. So, so again, a code word is a thing in boxing. Guys, let us know what you guys think. Should the father-son duos be banned from boxing, or do you think Timothy Bradley is just hating on Teofimo? Let us know in the comment section below.